Kingdom of the Two Sicilies. For over a century, southern Italy was ruled by the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies, a realm covering Sicily and the southern mainland. It was wealthy, cosmopolitan, and culturally distinct from the north. Naples was its glittering capital. Its court rivaled the grandest in Europe. Its navy was formidable. But internal problems festered. Corruption, poverty, and resentment of royal rule grew. In 1860, Giuseppe Garibaldi led a revolutionary army south. The kingdom fell in a matter of months. Its king fled. It was absorbed into the newly unified Kingdom of Italy. Southern identity remained strong, but the kingdom was erased from the map. Italy was won, but the south was left behind. Dutch East Indies. For over 300 years, the Dutch East India Company and later the Netherlands controlled a vast colonial empire across Southeast Asia. They called it the Dutch East Indies. It was a brutal, extractive regime. Spices, rubber, oil, all flowed back to Europe. Indigenous people were exploited, oppressed, and sometimes massacred. Forced labor and famine were common. During World War II, Japan invaded. The occupation was harsh, but it shattered colonial authority. After the war, nationalists declared independence under Sukarno. A bloody struggle followed. The Netherlands tried to reclaim control, but in 1949, after international pressure, they finally recognized Indonesian sovereignty. The Dutch East Indies became Indonesia. Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. In 1976, as Spain withdrew from the Western Sahara, the Sahrawi people declared independence. The Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic was born from the sand. But Morocco and Mauritania immediately invaded, claiming the territory. A guerrilla war erupted. Thousands fled to refugee camps in Algeria, where many remain today. Morocco built a massive sand wall dividing the territory. Today, the Sadr still exists, but only partially. It controls a sliver of desert. It's recognized by some nations, ignored by others. Is it a country? Technically, yes. Functionally, it's contested, occupied, and waiting. A government in exile with a people in limbo. Danish West Indies. For over 200 years, Denmark controlled 3 small Caribbean islands, St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix. They were sugar colonies, built on the labor of enslaved Africans brought across the Atlantic. But by the early 20th century, they were more trouble than profit. Sugar prices collapsed. Slavery had ended. Denmark was willing to sell. The U.S., eyeing strategic Caribbean control and worried about German expansion, bought them in 1917 for $25 million. It was one of the best real estate deals in history. Today, they're the U.S. Virgin Islands. The Danish colonial era is remembered in place names and crumbling forts, but the Danish West Indies are long gone. North German Confederation. After defeating Austria in 1866, Prussia united northern Germany into the North German Confederation. It was a federation dominated by Prussia, a stepping stone towards something greater. It had its own constitution, parliament, and military. Bismarck controlled it all, but it was always temporary. Southern German states remained independent, watching nervously. In 1871, after defeating France in a swift war, the Confederation dissolved. Southern states joined. In its place, the German Empire, proclaimed in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. The North German Confederation lasted just 5 years, but it was the blueprint for modern Germany. Without it, unification might never have happened. Puntland State of Somalia. In 1998, as Somalia collapsed into warlordism and chaos, the northeastern region declared autonomy. It called itself Puntland, a self-governing state within Somalia, not a breakaway nation. It wasn't seeking full independence like Somaliland. It wanted stability, governance, and security in a nation that had none. Elders and politicians formed a regional government. For years, it functioned as a de facto country. It had its own president, police, and courts. But piracy, extremism from Al-Shabaab, and clan rivalries plagued it. The state barely held together. Today, Puntland still exists in limbo, autonomous but not independent, stable but fragile, a state within a broken state. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for similar ones and feel free to drop suggestions for the next video in the comments.